1, squadron leader Jim Turner, who's now called them into 7-arrow formation. The jets now close up to be about 8 feet apart as they form one big red arrow a mile above us in the sky. Jim is a former Jaguar qualified weapons instructor and Jaguar display pilot. It's his first year leading the team, but he was a Red Arrow from 2005 to 2007 and was part of the synchro pair. His latest role has been working with the Royal Saudi Air Force's equivalent to the Red Arrows, where he was their official advisor. With the smoke on now, the team are forming shuttle formation. Those 4 aircraft on the wings are dropping back to be a beam Red 6's jet directly behind the leader. In this position further back, they fly references from the lead aircraft, just trusting that jet 8 feet away is in the correct place. So from your right hand side, this is the shuttle roll. Far left of the formation as you look tail on is Red 5, squadron leader Martin Higgins. Higgy is the team's executive officer and has rejoined this year, having previously been a Red from 2005 to 2007. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 pilot with operational experience in Iraq and as the commander of the air defense flight in the Falkland Islands. You can see now the smoke goes off, the wings have straightened to form flanker formation. Those outside pilots anticipate their inputs by using Red 1's voice commands. With the smoke on now, the team are forming Phoenix formation for an emotional part of this year's routine. When they present Phoenix, Reds 4 and 5 on the outside will smoke red as we remember our lost friends and colleagues, Flight Lieutenant John Egging and Flight Lieutenant Sean Cunningham, who were both tragically killed in separate accidents last year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our memorial bend for Eggman and Sean. John Egging was very fond of promoting young children and their awareness and getting them to further themselves in life. So his family have set up the John Egging Trust. So if you could please make your way down at the end of the show, down towards the Vulcan at the end of the display line, there is the John Egging Trust tent where you can find out more about what their work they are doing. Continuing with the theme of remembrance, the memorial in London was unveiled at the end of last month to the Royal Air Force and Commonwealth aircrew from Bomber Command who lost their lives during World War II. 55,573 young men lost their lives for our freedom, and this is our tribute to the people of Bomber Command. On the bottom of the formation there with white smoke is one of our first-year pilots, Red 4, Flight Lieutenant James Macmillan. McZ was born in the UK but moved to New Zealand at the age of 10 and eventually joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force. He transferred to the Royal Air Force in 2002 and became a Hawk flying instructor and a Harrier GR9 pilot. With the smoke on now, the team are forming our largest formation shape, which is Concorde. Those 4 aircraft on the wings are dropping back now to be a Beam Red 7's jet at the very back of the formation. And just remember, they're still flying references on the lead aircraft, even though they're right at the back of the formation. So this is Concorde. The second jet from the right as we look tail on is flown by another of our first year pilots, Red 2 Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert. Pert is another former Hawk flying instructor and was the solo Hawk display pilot in 2006. Eventually he flew the Harrier GR9 and flew a number of operational missions over Afghanistan before joining the Red Arrows this year. Out to your left 45 now with the smoke on, the team are reforming that shuttle formation that you saw at the start of the show. As they roll out to our left 45 degrees, get your cameras ready for a very good photo opportunity. The jet's there pulling up at 4G, or 4 times the force of gravity, at 400 miles an hour. And as they climb to 6,000 feet and slow to about 120 miles an hour, you can see they've reformed that one big red arrow in the sky. Immediately to the left of the leader is the last of our first year pilots, Red 3 Flight Lieutenant Mike Child. Chikey's another former Hawk flying instructor and was the solo Hawk display pilot in 2007. More recently he's been flying the Typhoon, the Royal Air Force's newest fighter, where his duties were on quick reaction alert, protecting the airspace of both the UK and the Falkland Islands. Out to our right hand side now you can see the team have formed a diamond. With 7 aircraft, we call this the Short Diamond. And this is the Short Diamond roll. The jets there 2,500 feet above us, about 8 feet apart. That's the end of the first half of our display, ladies and gentlemen, where you've seen close formation flown in a rather dynamic fashion. We're now going to change the tempo as we show you how the Hawk can perform. The Red Arrows fly the BAE Systems Hawk T1, which was designed as an advanced jet and weapons trainer and has been in service with the Royal Air Force since 1976. It's very agile and precise, and we're about to show you why all of our pilots, including me, love to fly it. Out to our front now, you can see the front 5 aircraft are straightening. That's Reds 1 to 5, known as Enid, after Enid Blyton's famous 5. And the synchro pair there tucking behind. So as they roll out directly to your front, get your cameras ready for the second half of the display, and the smoke comes on for the detonator. Red 6 on our left and Red 7 on our right as they perform synchronized derry turns to position back towards us. Red 6 on the left is synchro leader Flight Lieutenant Ben Plank. He's in his 3rd year with the team and is another former Hawk flying instructor and Harrier GR9 pilot, having flown operationally over Afghanistan before joining the team in 2010. Synchro now descend down the hill to 100 feet above the runway, closing at over 800 miles an hour for the synchro pass.
Yeah, that's the do not chicken.
now turning away from us at 6G, or 6 times the force of gravity, and everything in their bodies weighs 6 times more than normal. So those pilots are working physically hard to counter those G-forces. As they roll out back towards us, this is the cyclone. Slingshot to the front, look to your left as we find Enid coming back for the first of their second half manoeuvres. The inside pilots perform tight matched barrel rolls to the outside of the formation as they fly the rollbacks.
Oh yeah, pretty good. I was doing a full display
video. As
video.
finish their very dynamic rollbacks, look again directly to your front for the synchro pair.
Yeah.
They pull up in line astern at 6G at 450 miles an hour. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. This is the heart. I'm going to be very selfish today. I'm going to dedicate this heart to my lovely wife Natalie and my beautiful 8-month-old daughter Jessica, who are here watching this afternoon. On the right is Red 7, Synchro 2, Flight Lieutenant Chris Linden-Smith. Smiley's in his second year with the team and is a former Tornado GR4 pilot with lots of operational experience in Iraq, and he's also been a Hawk flying instructor. They're now descending down the hill back to 100 feet, flying at over 400 miles an hour each for the double rolls. Look to your right, 45 degrees for Enid. Then smoke comes on. And they pull up in a formation called Big 5. They're twisting this loop through 90 degrees in a maneuver called a quarter clover. And this is the good bit, ladies and gentlemen. This is the vertical brake. Look now left and right again for the synchro pair. This time Red 6 is on our right and Red 7 on our left. Closing at over 800 miles an hour, they will cross 3 times in a 360-degree 6G turn in the carousel. Slingshot out to the front. Look to your right, 45 degrees for Enid. formation with some red, white and blue. This is the Python. See the smoke turn white there? We produce that smoke by injecting regular diesel fuel into the aircraft's 400-degree engine exhaust, which causes it to vaporize. To make the red and blue, we simply add a dye to that diesel, and we can carry 5 minutes of white smoke and a minute each of red and blue. And look directly to your front for the synchro pair. Red 7 rolls around red 6 as they fly the vortex. While there are only 7 aircraft displaying, we do have another pilot on the team who is Red 8, Flight Lieutenant Dave Davies. Dave is in his 4th year with the team, and although he's not in the display, he does have crucial flying and planning roles. And it's he and I who make up the 9-chip formation for our official fly past this summer. Synchro now positioned for their final manoeuvre of the display. Descending now again to 100 feet, closing at 800 miles an hour. This is the opposition barrel roll. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the synchro pair. Now look directly to your front for Enid as they approach for the final manoeuvre of the display. Red 1 smoke turns red and he pitches up to draw the symbol for infinity around the rest of the formation. This is the infinity break. And we are the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows.